John Alley was named Public Sector Fleet Manager of the Year at NAFA INE. We talked with him about the challenges facing government fleets and how NAFA supports them.
Well, I think there are three major areas. One is certainly one that you've already mentioned, and that is budgets. Certainly in this downturn in the economy, we've had to look at innovative approaches. One of those that I mentioned already is the underutilized. The other is looking at process improvements, and quite frankly, it really involves the technicians and the workers at the grassroots level. I have found that virtually many of the innovative and progressive ideas actually come from the people that have to live with them. And so we get involved in a number of quality teams with the end users and usually assign at least one supervisor to orchestrate and make sure that in fact they're scheduled accordingly. And then basically they produce great ideas and we then take that and run with it. The other is new technologies. Certainly as we advance in telematics, as we advance in some of the onboard diagnostics, we want to utilize and capture that capability back into the fleet and have it work for us. We're trying to basically approach training and education by offering that to our technicians and all of our workers in improving their skill sets so they can take that back to the workplace, train others, and at the same time use that with regards to diagnostic capabilities and trying to get the vehicles back out on the road earlier or not have them come into the shop at all. So technologies run the gamut all the way from email for everybody in the organization to instant diagnostics with regards to mobile laptop computers to onboard diagnostics through the internet, being able to research something that's not readily available to them, to in fact trying to basically look at telematics with regards to instant diagnostics on something that happens out on the road and through a GPS system sends something back to you. Automated fuel management systems and looking at vehicle inventories, fuel inventories rather, looking at instant notification with regards to sensors in underground storage tanks, looking at automation with regards to instant reports back to our customers without having our customers come to ask us for the information. So instantaneous, our customers can have access to it. And probably the other thing looking at it is fuel. Next to capital investment, fuel is the largest cost that you have in a fuel operation as far as a fleet. Right now we're trying to convince the decision makers to possibly look at fuel futures or basically fixed price fuel for a fiscal year and then rolling that on a 6-month basis if in fact we can get a reasonable cost so that we can lock in our budgets. The one thing that's unknown to us right now is in fact what our fuel costs are going to be. And quite frankly, we spend probably too much time basically running analysis on fuel costs, trying to project exactly whether or not we're going to be on budget, below budget, etc. Right now we run a fuel reserve. And unfortunately that fuel reserve is a large amount of money that sits out there that's probably very lucrative for policymakers to take in certain times such as this. And so looking at fuel cost and the volatility of fuel costs throughout the world is a challenge to us.